Hey guys, it's Harry Swaminathan again. It's midday on Wednesday. It's about 12:30 p.m. and I just wanted to put out this video because a lot of action is going on Netflix, and I know the Netflix guys are getting the emails, but because I didn't want to blast out the emails to everybody, Netflix is on a tear, and it's up $10 today, so it's right near our short call at 185. Now, we did do a couple of adjustments. I did not send it to everyone because it didn't make sense to do that, especially because a lot of people were new and I didn't want to bombard you with emails. But you can see that Netflix is up $10, and we put in some in the money calls at the 170 strike price. So now we have 6 contracts there. We started with 2. We put on another 2, and then we put on another 2. You can see that that position is up about $1,700. But the call that is in trouble is the 185. Okay, so this call is in trouble. But then we also booked some profits because what we did was the original put was at the put spread was at 150 and 140. Yesterday we moved that a little bit closer and did a 160 145, which I closed today, and then I also moved it to a 170 put. So if you can see this one, we've already cashed in 2,260 profit in that. That's why even though this 185 call is in trouble, our net position on Netflix today is only down by $550. So now we've put in all these long calls. These are all in the money calls. So you can see that the value of that call is $15.55, and Netflix is trading at almost 185. And this is a 170 call. So you can see it's all intrinsic value. There's only about 30 or 40 cents there of extrinsic value. So the time decay on this option is going to be very minimal. And we also have a position delta of 234. So if Netflix continues to go up, we are still positive delta on this position. So let's look at what the risk profile looks like for Netflix. And that we can get it from here. So you can see the graph is turning upward now. Now the condor that we put is now shaped upward. So we are okay so far till here, till about 188, but I'm not going to wait for that. If we feel that Netflix is not going to turn back, then I'm going to add to my long calls, at the 170 level. So we have a long call at the 170 level. So I'm going to add, this time I'll probably add 4 contracts so that we can move the graph completely to the upside over there. So now it's worthwhile asking. Today is Wednesday, and these options expire on Friday. So let me go back to the monitor screen. So you can see the 185 call has a value of $4.50, and Netflix is a little below 185 right now. So all of this is extrinsic value. So even if Netflix doesn't move upward, you're going to see a lot of time decay on this particular option. So that's what we are counting on. But because it's so close to the strike price, it also tells us we need to look at the option chain itself and see what kind of action is going on Netflix. So what I did here, I've put the volume and open interest columns on the platform. So here on the 180 and 185 call, of course there's more volume there, but let's look at the open interest on the call side first. We have an open interest of 2,800, and we have an open interest of 3,200 on the 180 call. And then it starts to taper off from there. So the good thing is that both the highest number of open interest is between 180 and 185. And let's see on the put side what the deal is. On the put side, I think we have much more open interest at the lower strikes. And then at the 180 and 185, we really don't have much open interest there. So the puts guys, the people who are bearish are going to try to take it down, whereas the people who are bullish would want it to pin perhaps between 180 and 185. Of course, there is some open interest on 190 also, which is 2,400. But obviously, the two biggest ones are 180 and 185. So, it's going to be a battle, but I think just looking at the open interest situation, it looks like the range was probably going to be between 180 and 185. And you can see that Netflix has turned back. It was almost 185 just a few minutes ago, and then now it's at 183.45. So it's going to face resistance at the 185 level. So I think for now we are okay. And what we'll do is we'll monitor this, but I thought this was an important video to cover, especially because things are going crazy with Netflix. Now, on our other positions, we're doing very well. Let's see the others. Chipotle, today we made a profit of 2,400, but the position went down yesterday by about 1,200, I think. So that's why our net will be plus 1,200. It's good that we took it off because Chipotle after that is up $17 today. So this is quite a jump for Chipotle, and we took it off at the right time. I didn't want to risk a big move after having gained 1,100 out of the 1,400. So that was a good call over there to take that profit off. And Apple's doing very well. Apple's up about $1,300. It was up even much more than that. It was up about $1,400-$1,500. But this is a long-term trade, and I think there's a little bit more room to go on Apple. All right, guys. So I'll speak to you soon. Thank you.